Ladies and gentlemen, and bada boom, realist Niners fans in the room, how you doing? We are having another episode of the 49ers Round Check. We got David Corona, and we got my guy, 49er King, and we got my boy David, the McNiner, in the building. So, how y'all doing, bro? It's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Day, bro. We got some topics of the Niners, bro.
Yeah, I'm freaking ready, man. The draft is like
What's
right
up,
around.
Big Mac?
What's up, big? Yeah, we got the Mac Attack in the building. How's everybody doing, bro? We are on, bro. We just need to take 1 week off to get everything clear out, man. So we're good to go. What's on your guys' mind, bro? Let's put in a mix-up topic, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about. There's these rumors. There's this little draft going on. You know, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to. A lot has been on my mind with the Niners, of course, especially with the offensive tackle position. You know, we need that right tackle filled, like somebody to compete with Mekovitz, and then to eventually replace Trent Williams. So there's some guys that might be on the board. You know, got a guy out of BYU, Blake Freeland. You know, he played left tackle, right tackle. He's athletic. He only gave up like 2 sacks, I think, like in his past like 3 seasons. So. He got some talent there, man. So you got to be able to protect the passer. We all know that.
Yeah, he's got a pretty cool last name, Freeland, because he puts the free in the land.
Yep, free.
Yeah, but Big Mac, what's on your mind, brother?
Well, there's a lot of rumors about Trey Lance, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. So once Brock Purdy got hurt, I went on a lot of people's shows and said that Trey Lance is going to be our guy this year. So, but as you can see, he's been the topic for the last, 2 months. It hasn't died yet. It keeps going.
Yeah, it hasn't died at all. Hey, what's going on? The echo?
Echo.
Is that David? Yeah, it has to be David. David has that dude has echoes.
Yeah, it's not me.
No, it's David.
I muted myself to see if it was me, but I don't have any other sound on other than what we got going on here. So
it was Corona.
You mentioned Blake Freeland, dude. I've been talking about him for about a month now.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
He's a great
right there,
fit for our offense. PFF just came out, I believe, today with an article saying he's a great fit for the 49ers offense. He's a perfect. I'm sitting there like, I've been saying that for about a month. Like, you guys watching our videos now. But, he's 6'8". He's around 305 pounds. He needs to gain some weight. Let's be honest. He needs to be up around 320, 325, to be strong enough.
And hold up at that spot.
And when it comes down to what's wrong with him, he needs to work on his footwork and he needs to gain weight. Those are the two knocks on him. I do not believe we're going to be able to get him at the 99 spot.
We have to trade
because position value. The trenches is valued. Offensive tackle is highly valued. So we're going to have to probably trade up to get him.
More than likely, because it's going to take a lot to get him. I think it might just take a 99 pick and maybe giving up one of our 5ths and something.
One of our 7s. We got like 4 of them.
Yeah, and that makes us move up a spot where we need to go. But if we want to play it safe, man, if we don't want to move up and we want to just stay where we're at, I don't like the idea, but we need to move up. We don't have no intentions of keeping 11 draft picks, but if we were to get a tackle, realistically, it's the guy from Boys to Men. I'm just kidding. The guy from Oklahoma, Wanya Morris. Wanya Morris is a guy that everybody's sleeping on, dude. Oklahoma has produced really good offensive linemen for the last decade. Look at Trent Williams, one of the best at the position. Look at Lane Johnson. Those guys are actually future Ballot Hall of Famers. A lot of guys that have developed over the years. Wanya Morris would probably not even have to take a trade, bro. He can stay at the 99 pick, and maybe you get him, and you probably can develop him as a starter. Like, you have McKivitz as your bridge, right? You can either have him compete for that starting job, or you can either develop this kid, and maybe if McKivitz screws up or gets hurt, you plug the kid in, he'd be good to go. But I'm just telling you, man, a lot of Oklahoma have produced one of the best offensive linemen in the country, bro. They've always produced the trenches at times. I would put him in the top 5. Like, look at the guy that's coming from Oklahoma, Harrison. Harrison's going to be gone way before us, and he's the left tackle.
Also from Alabama.
So I'm going to say this: you don't be a homer.
Nah, but no, I mean he's a baller, bro. Like he's kind of like exactly what Trent Williams is, but just a little under the radar. He's a transfer from Tennessee. He was a transfer from Tennessee.
So Blake Freeland, he's with BYU, right?
Yeah,
yep.
BYU.
I'm a Utah Utes fan.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to it, BYU and Utah Utes, we got this local thing called the Holy War, which I'm sure Mac knows about.
Yep.
So, and you know, he's literally with the enemy. But I'm saying we need to draft him. Fred Warner came from BYU.
Yeah,
so, you know,
draft within the enemy too. So it's like, so if we had a draft within the enemy, if we had a draft within the enemy, I guess Keandre Coburn would probably be a nice rotation to D tackle. But I would rather prefer Jalen Redmond from Oklahoma. The guy is more productive.
Yeah, man. We can never stop having enough guys in the trenches, man. Also, a guy from what was that? Alabama, right tackle we can get. His name is Tyler Steen.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, he got some talent. He might be available right there in third round. You know, developmental guy. Got to add some weight, but you know, he got a lot of talent. So I'll be looking for that 99th pick to be a tackle. The next much improved Mike McGlinchey, somebody who's, you know, better than him, obviously. Even though, you know, McGlinchey was okay at times, but his lows were low, you know. So that's what I made of.
Hey, I'm talking about Blake Freeland. So we talked about this about 2 months ago, where I talked about Freeland and some of the guys that I like coming out. So Freeland, the difference between, and I know CG, you put this up there on Twitter because somebody posted it like the Mormon McGlinchey, right? And I was like, nah, he's not the Mormon McGlinchey.
I was just playing a sarcastic joke, man.
No. But somebody, was that you that posted that? Or
I was just joking around. Yeah, somebody said McGlinchey comparison. They said this guy, and I'm saying, okay, you might as well be the Mormon McGlinchey.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, I watch a lot of BYU football.
He's good.
I never saw him get hip tossed ever. He did not. I didn't ever see him get hip tossed by anybody. And you had guys like Tyler Algier that.
Sorry about that.
Like Tyler Algier that just that had a really good season behind him. Running behind him. Wilson had a fantastic years playing behind him. The quarterbacks, they really like playing behind that guy. So athletically, he's big, athletic, and he can move. So that's why I liked it, Freeland.
I know. I'm not saying it like that. I was just joking around because somebody's brought in like something like, what do you call Blake Freeland? And I guess they brought in the McGlinchey category, and I was just going along as a joke. And I guess you took it the wrong way, but I was just saying it because.
Well, no, I didn't take it the wrong way. I was just saying that he, like McNiner said, that he needs to gain some weight, right?
Yeah, gain some weight. Yep.
Yeah, so he can gain.
He's athletic,
but I have never seen him get tossed around in any of the games because I watch a lot of BYU football.
He's going to be a good road grader.
Yeah, so
Freeland, I want him.
Yeah, I want to get him too. So.
I like his name. I like his name Freeland because you got to get a free in the land.
Yeah.
I hope we pick up somebody good in a right tackle.
Yeah, there's a couple of good tackles in the draft. So if we want to move up for a sure starter or a guy who can compete over McKivitz, you got to go with Freeland. Freeland's probably a guy you can't miss, but he's going to probably be gone. So I think he moved up his draft stock pretty high.
Yeah, his measurables were just really high, so I don't think he's going to be there. But you never know. If the 49ers like him enough, they'll trade up to get him. They trade up to get anybody that they like enough. And that's been the things that we can see from the 49ers front office. They will trade up to get the guy they want.
Man. So it's
They're
like
aggressive. You know, they've always been aggressive, man.
but what are we gonna do with those 3 third-round picks? You think we're gonna stay there, bro? I don't think we
I
are.
think so.
I don't think so.
We're gonna move up.
No, all the moves that they did in free agency to bring in guys, 1-year contracts and everything, that signals that they're going to move up to get somebody that's going to make an impact this year. So who that's going to be, I don't know. But if you know, let me know.
Hey, you guys, like, okay, we obviously probably don't know what player they would look to trade up for, but what position do you guys think they would trade up to for? Me personally, if I had a pick, I think they would probably want to get the next Trent Williams, you know, future Trent Williams.
Right tackle or left tackle?
You know, like I think that's probably what they want, because in Shanahan's offense, I mean any offense, but you know, Shanahan, he wants them tackles to be, you know, like set them edges and, you know, road grade and be, you know, good enough in pass pro. So that's what he wants. And he's getting bigger.
It's possible we can make a move for that, but do you really think we're gonna make a move for that for other positions? There's other needs, like. I mean, we don't have too much other needs. If we wanted to, bro, we can get the best available and we can fill those needs anyways, bro. Like safety, that's already solidified with Gibson, but we do need somebody to be the guy coming into next year to be the guy. So maybe we could trade up to get a Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown is a guy I like from Illinois. He's got a knack for the ball. But if you want to play it safe, you got Jamie Robinson and what's his name? Jair Brown from Penn State. Those are ballers out there. They may look at the 40 time. It's overrated. I see these guys making hits, making plays. I see a lot of people putting in JL Skinners, bro, but I've tried to correct these content creators. I told them, bro, they're strong safeties. They do not fit the free safety roles. I've watched a lot of college football. I've seen the kid play. Does he look like a free safety? No, he looks more like a linebacker / strong safety. He's a hybrid. So I like JL Skinners, whatever his name is, from Boise State. The guy can hit, but he's a strong safety or an outside linebacker at the next level.
Yeah. Man, and another third-round pick I would love to get is tight end Luke Schoonmaker, man. He's that guy. Or Josh Wild, either tight end. That's what I want.
Or Sam Laporto.
Yeah, he's really good, too. Him right there.
Or Braden Willis.
You know, this is tight end depth crazy, man. Because
Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, it's the tight end depth is crazy, isn't it? Though, man.
The thing about the tight ends right now in this draft is there's a few like day 3 picks that could possibly turn into something.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. You know, and a guy like Josh Wild from Cincinnati or a guy like Davis Allen from Clemson. You know, and it's one of those that could be the next 5th round pick that we make.
Oh, Zach Kuntz.
I mean, you know, Davis Allen actually caught a lot of balls. I don't know if you know, he was on the field for a lot of running plays, so hopefully that's proof that he can run block. But he also lined up in the slot, so he's one of those versatile tight ends. And right now, I mean, I'm doing a mock draft, and these guys got him ranked 186 right now. So he's going to definitely be a day 3 pick, according to these guys.
Well, Steve-O just said that the name of Luke's pronounced last name is Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker, I guess. I think I've heard comparisons of him being like another George Kittle. I'd be okay with it, but I don't think he'll be around in the 5th round. I think a realistic shot. I know this may sound crazy. I know you guys will come at me with this one, but I hear Braden Willis is a guy that they really like, or Zach Kuntz. Zach Kuntz is another guy. But Zach Kuntz, you know, I'm going to be realistic about it. I'm probably going to do a little breakdown and do some scouting report with him later, like maybe the next day or so, and I'll probably give my reasons to it. But I think everybody's kind of overhyping Zach Kuntz, bro. I think he's got the upside to be really good at the next level, but we're talking a guy who performed at the Underwear Olympics, like Larry Krueger would say. The Underwear Olympics, you know, like they had the speed and all that. He's got the size, but if you watch last season, he didn't even play majority of the season. He was injured. So the only film you're looking at Zach Kuntz is from the previous season where he had over what is it, over 500 or 600 yards receiving, but he had 73 catches. He was very productive, but barely averaged 10 yards a catch. I don't know about this kid. I don't know. He was a Penn State guy who transferred because he probably didn't have enough playing time, but he did solid at Old Dominion.
Yeah, we pick up somebody good for our picks. Cause
dude, I just got Luke Schoonmaker in the 5th round.
Whoa, fifth
with the
round.
164th overall pick.
I think he'll be picked way before.
And he's a tight end.
He'll be gone.
Yeah.
I think he'll be gone.
He'll be gone before that. This is just mock draft. This isn't realistic.
Fourth round, he might be gone.
But
I look at my selections and remind myself. So far, I picked. I traded up and picked Blake Freeland, who gave me an A. I picked a safety, Chris Smith out of Georgia. Chris Smith the second. I picked a center because I have no faith in Brindle. so that's Luke Whippler from Ohio State. I picked a corner, Eli Ricks, because we're going to need corner depth. Okay. A linebacker, because, we lost Aziz. Flanagan Fowles is okay, but I don't see him being a starter. But this Dorian Williams from Tulane is who I picked, and I got Luke Schoonmaker. I still have – dang, I have too many picks still, though.
Yeah.
This is 9 total picks. I highly doubt we're even going to be picking 9 players.
I think we might even go with 8 to 7 picks max because we'll probably move up some spots, and we'll probably just – I think we're going to make some certain wheeling dealing moves. We'll probably move in the early thirds or mid-thirds to get somebody we want. And let me see if somebody's jumping in.
Yeah, I think.
And let me see who's. Why am I not getting? Damn, what is it with this? I guess he just. I'll get on like. Oh, did I just send you the link, bro? I think I did send him the link, right? Hey, hold up a second. Let me see if I send him the link. You guys can go on with this topic, man. I gotta see if I got Cardcast's link in. I knew I forgot somebody, but I got him. All right. Give you guys a few minutes, man. I'll be right there.
Yep.
Well, this gives us a chance to talk about the one situation that keeps coming back. It's like we got to drop this like a bad habit. Aaron Rodgers will not be a 49er.
No,
yeah, I don't want him. He'll eat up the cap. We'll have to get rid of players. I don't want that.
And he'll eat up a bunch of mushrooms and go hide in a dark closet for 4 days. We don't need that on our team.
We need studiers. We need hard workers.
Exactly.
So we have porn star Jimmy.
I'm just gonna lay back.
Porn star A-Rod.
I think Brock Purdy could set us to go to the Super Bowl, and I think he could win it. Honest with you,
he could, man. He could. As long as he don't mess it up, just play good enough, play efficient football.
Yeah.
Move the chains with your feet, with your arm. Just turnover free, or he's not gonna be turnover free, obviously, but minimize the turnovers. That's all. Throw with touch, study.
And maybe Trey Lance too, because he's working out with Patrick Mahomes. So maybe Patrick Mahomes gave him a little bit tips and learning.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Trey Lance is going to do really good this year. I don't think Brock Purdy should even, if he's healthy enough, come in and try to compete. But if you look at a lot of players that got hurt, they don't usually come back for middle of the season where his arm, it's his throwing arm. He got hurt there. So I don't even see him throwing really good until probably November, middle of the season. So that's Brock Purdy. On Aaron Rodgers, he's not coming to the Niners. Those rumors can just stop with Florio. It can just end there.
Yeah. I can't take Florio serious.
I was kicking it with Aaron's buddy the other week, and I asked him about Aaron. He was like, "Man, he's still trying to think about either going to the Jets or just retiring outright. So he's not coming to the Niners."
He ain't even committed, dude. He doesn't even care about playing football at this point.
Yeah.
Look at all the Packers brothers.
He just wants a paycheck, and that's it.
I'm on my last pick of the draft, pick number 253, guys.
So who's
wide
available?
receiver, or kicker? It's one of the two.
What part of the draft?
I'm on pick 253, round 7.
Okay,
It's the
so
last
who would
pick
be,
because I traded.
so who's available at the wide receiver spot?
We got Trey Tucker from Cincinnati, Jade Hasselwood from Arkansas, Jaden Hasselwood, Jalen Cropper from Fresno State.
Oh, Cropper. No brainer.
It's saying a running back, but I am not drafting a running
running backs.
No, isn't Cropper a slot receiver?
I'm not sure. But the only kicker available, Jake Moody, is not available. We got Chad Ryland from Maryland is the only kicker available right now.
Ryland.
I'll go with the wide receiver.
I'll go with the kicker from Maryland.
It's up to you guys.
All right, we're getting the kicker.
We need a
kicker. Getting the kicker.
We need a kicker.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what kind of grade it's gonna give me. We'll see.
Well, he's supposed to be like a draftable kicker.
It gave me an A+ for the kicker.
Because he's supposed to be draftable.
Huh.
I think him and Moody are draftable from the grades. Like they're supposed to be drafted late rounds. Hey, how come I can't get to the? Or they haven't even jumped in, huh? I didn't see nobody there.
I didn't do too bad. So Blake Freeland from BYU is the first pick. I traded up to 95 overall, which we're probably going to have to trade up further than that. Chris Smith, safety. This is the red shirt behind Tayshaun Gibson for a year.
I heard he's pretty solid.
A+ for him. Luke Whippler, the center, because I got no faith in Brendel. Got an A+ for him.
Oh, according to what 49ers Cap told me, that Brendel's contract can be avoidable after next season.
It might be a year by year. But then I got Eli Ricks because when I was trading up, I wanted to pick somewhere between 102 and 155. So I ended up with the 122, and I got Eli Ricks, corner out of Alabama, A+. Okay. Dorian Williams, linebacker from Tulane, which he's kind of a Greenlaw type guy when it comes to body, height, weight, and running speed. I got an A for him, not an A+, but an A. Then with 164, I got Luke Schoonmaker. I hope Steve was right about how you pronounce that. But and I got an A+ for him. I got, oh my goodness, am I really going to try to pronounce this? Habakkuk Baldonado, edge from Pittsburgh.
That Pittsburgh edge rusher, the one that that one that Stephanie interviewed on her show.
Yes.
He comes from.
I got him. I got an A+. I got the thick fella in the middle, which is something I've always wanted. Jared Clark from Coastal Carolina. This guy's like 6'2", 345 pounds.
Eats the
I got an A+. He's excellent against the run.
He's like.
And then Chad Ryland, A+ for the kicker. I can't believe I did that good.
Not bad.
But that's nine players. I kind of doubt nine rookies even ain't making this team, guys. Maybe 6.
What do we had last year? We had like about 8 or 9 players on the roster. I mean, drafted, right?
Yeah, we ended up. I don't know who actually made the squad from who we drafted, though. That's a good question. I think most. Let's see.
All of them made the roster.
We didn't have a first.
Yeah, all of them made the roster except the cornerback from Penn State that we drafted. Like everybody made.
We didn't have a first or a second because I think we included a second in the Trey Lance deal, didn't we?
Yeah, that was a trade, and then we still had our second round pick for the Drake Jackson pick we were able to get. The third round picks we got. I don't understand why we still get a running back. It just never makes sense to me.
Only
I was
so
thinking we're going safety there, but then we didn't, and ended up with Tayshaun Gibson. So that was, I'm not complaining.
Man, I wish I went into John Lynch's office and told him why you guys keep going for running backs. Come on, man. Wait until the late rounds. And I'm pretty sure we're going to lose we're going to lose, what's his name? Ty Davis Price. He's probably going to be gone next year again. Just like freaking Trey Sermon.
Undrafted. Jordan Mason.
6th round. Draft 1 is 6th round.
Yeah. Like, I don't get why we
is a lot better.
Why do we even draft high on running backs if they're not even the answer, bro? Like, we get a lot of these running backs. Yeah.
It could have been a safety right there.
Could have been a safety, a starting center. But no, we got to settle on the dollar store, man. That's just what sucks.
The dollar, 99-cent store.
That's what Jake Brendel is, bro. A freaking 99-cent store damn center.
Oh,
He's
yeah, for sure.
But his contract
his contract for it, though.
Yeah, his contract's avoidable after next year, so it's year to year from what Predators Cap told me. Oh, what's up, Bird Game family? How's it going? It's good to see you. So John Jay has a favorite tight end, Will Mallory from Miami. I heard a little buzz from him coming into the combine. He ran a 4.54 or something. But Niners really like this guy from Oklahoma, Braden Willis, bro. I'm telling you, this is like another Delaney Walker type player. This is a Swiss Army knife guy. This is a guy they might be sleeping on.
What's his name? Braden Willis.
Ooh, whoa! So this is John Jay's hot take. Okay, let's highlight this part. Let's highlight on John Jay's hot take. If anybody ever wants to question John Jay on this hot take, man, if he is correct, I'm going to make sure somebody goes into this channel and remembers what he said or go into one of his live streams. Because John Jay can be bold. He's not a spoiler. He's a predictor. He can be a little off. I think it's possible we might be able to trade the 99 5th round 7 pick to get a second round pick. I think we can. I think it might even take another third to even make that happen.
2/3 to trade out?
I don't know about getting a second round pick, but an early third round pick is possible.
I wouldn't mind moving up in the third round. Just have
you would be surprised because like those compensatory picks are actually worth quite a bit.
So you think we can probably use those two comps, like those 2 third-round comps, to move up to that second-round spot, and then we just give up?
It's possible, I could see us like right now. Trade 3 picks for 1 second rounder. That's not bad, but I honestly think it's going to take 4.
I actually see
2/3.
And I think if we were to trade with Belichick, that seems like something Belichick would do. He would want to get more picks to get rid of the earlier pick. You know what I'm saying? Trade with the Patriots. That's what I would see.
Or possibly Seattle, who don't value much high on these draft picks as much, or other teams. There's teams like that don't care for those top picks.
Yeah, you think Seattle will do business with us?
They did it before with the Reuben Foster trade.
They have, yep.
It wouldn't surprise me. Or Kansas City. Maybe Kansas City wants to get out of this freaking second round pick, and we probably give them something that they can't pass on. Because Kansas City, they always want to stay contending, so they probably want to be able to save a little more on the cap space, and they probably don't want to pay too much on these rookies, so they're probably looking to get as many picks as they can. Oh, what's going on?
Get some trade value.
Oh, somebody's right there. Okay, hold up. Let me see if I got it.
Oh, and all this chatter, like the Twitter, a source says the Niners are talking about a second and a fourth. A source.
What is this from?
Is it your second cousin's wife's baby? I mean, what's your source?
NFL notification. I never heard of this reports, bro. They have over 6,000 followers. I can't take that shit seriously. They're part of the fake news, bro. And no disrespect, and no disrespect to Grant Cohn, bro. But why are you buying into this crap? You're better than that. And then
it's just a talking point that he wants to get out there, so he does that a lot.
You know what I did? I learned a playbook how to get some viewers out of it. I had to just make up a dumb little title, just like how Grant and those other guys did. And I actually put the Rodgers rumor, but I kind of flipped the script a little bit and did the opposite of what I was going to say. You got to put like a little false clip into it and make it more explainable. I don't know why. That's how they do it, bro. You have to put like a false little title into it, and then you put it into the opposite. I don't know why. When Grant Cohn and those other guys put titles like that, right? Do they really mean that title? No.
It's just to grab people's attention, and that's
It's it. Clout chasing.
well, a lot of people do that. Media.
That's not clout. It's clickbait.
Clickbait. Clout chasing.
It's not clout chasing.
All little family.
If you put a title into it.
Yeah, not on the same little family. Yeah, but yeah.
I didn't really like when he put freaking JT O'Sullivan's family on the photo, bro. Like Grant needed to do better than that. I think somebody should have called him out on that shit. That was doxing. Like, who would use a person's family photo?
So is JT the one that got drafted by the Niners a long time ago?
No, he was on. I think he was like I think he was a 6th-round pick by the Saints. Nah, he was getting called on his takes for the Kyle Shanahan freaking joke. Remember when he did the Kyle Shanahan on April Fool's Day, and he was just impersonating him, and then he had like 2 of himself there. Remember that video?
Yeah,
I saw that, dude.
That video cracked me up.
Straight up like him. That was pretty good.
That shit cracked me up, man. That cracked me up when he made an impersonation. I wish he did that in person. Just go right to the office and tell him how he feels about his play. Hey, what's up, Carcast? How's it going, dude?
Hey, I think I won't be surprised if Spencer Burford kicks outside. Maybe, you never know.
I don't know about him kicking into the tackle spot, bro. I think they've been keeping him at the guard spot. So I think they really like McKivitz at that spot.
Man, I'm not that high on McKivitz, man. We're gonna draft somebody. I'm not worried about it. But...
Why pay McGlinchey $17.5 million when you can get McKivitz for what is it, $2.5 million?
That's a big reason. Big old freaking save.
Yeah, you save your pennies.
Need to. Bosa's gonna command a lot. Oh, did you talk to your guy CG on your? I saw a little bit of it the last hour. Where he's talking about the cap, 49ers cap.
Oh, you're talking about Jason Hurley?
Yeah. Did he talk about anything on how they're gonna be able to sign Nick Bosa?
Oh yeah, he told me that a contract should be done by training camp because that contract kind of extends into the next year.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't technically hurt the teams financially. It kind of like, when you extend their contract, it kind of like they get more money back out of it because you're technically kind of adding more into his contract, and it just, I don't know. It's hard to explain the details of the contract.
It'll knock his cap hit for 2023 down, and what it'll do is like on next March 15th of 2024, we get an adjusted salary cap.
Yeah,
and whatever his cap hit goes down will be added to that.
Yeah.
So like this year it was $237 million was our adjusted.
Mm-hmm. That's the amount max.
And the cap was 224. So that was the amount we didn't pay players, was that $13 million is what we saved.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it'll go towards, is that the difference there.
Yeah, he will explain more of the details on the contracts. That will be like we'll find out more in the draft, but either by training camp, Bosa's contract will be done. I already know it's going to happen by training camp. That's how they do business.
Yeah, they're not going to let it be a distraction.
Bosa doesn't really look at it as a distraction. I don't even think he plans on holding out, bro. I think he's going to get a contract done.
Yeah, supposedly he doesn't mind if he's not the highest paid. So
he can get a championship. He's going to do what it is to get a championship.
I don't even think the money's the factor with him. I think he's more comfortable where he's at. He just wants to get a fair contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they give him something that's fair and he knows he can win a championship with the 49ers, then he'll do that. I mean, he comes from a mob family. They got a lot of money.
John Jay's kind of putting I already know he's going to be expected to sign. Don't need a cat person to tell me that, but Bosa base salary of the rest of his contract will be backloaded. Yep, it would be backloaded. So that's part of what can happen is they can extend his contract towards his, because it's still on his rookie contract, and that contract's backloaded. So backloaded means it'll go on to next year. So Javon Hargrave's contract, bro, it's a bargain. it's actually a bargain move because his dead cap hit is $6.5 something million, bro. So that's like, and then his next year's contract will be a little more higher, and then the remaining of his contract will go from the 20+ millions. So technically the contract is a freaking steal. People may think, oh, we overpaid him. No, we didn't overpay him.
Yeah, we finally got some people in the front office that are freaking smart.
Yeah. I think that's what's going to happen. I think Bosa just wants something reasonable. I don't think he wants to be
the highest paid. He's not worried about that.
If he wants to win a Super Bowl, he might have to think twice about money, bro. Most players just, but he knows his worth. He knows his worth.
Defensive player of the year right now. That's a bad man right there.
Once upon a time, man. Once upon a time, we had a player who could have been defensive player of the year, but according to what he told me, like almost a year ago, the Niners front office screwed him over. They wanted to lower his value. Julian Peterson told me that he was considered defensive player of the year, but his production slid because of the way how the front office fell. That was dumb business.
I don't understand that.
No, there was a lot of stuff behind the scenes I didn't even know about. That's probably why he didn't come back to San Francisco after he was franchise tag. He felt that he wasn't getting the recognition worth that he deserved.
Yeah.
But dude, I just like to hear a lot of their stories that goes on behind the scenes. Like I never knew that. I guess the guy who was running the front office at the time before he was even fired, bro, that Donahue guy.
Yeah.
He tried to lower his value to where they can bring him back, and then Peterson just felt screwed, and he was pissed about it because he felt like he deserved a little more extra pay or something. I don't think it's going to be a problem with Bosa. Ain't going to be an issue with him. I think Bosa Bosa wants to win.
He's an unselfish guy. He's a team guy. He wants that ring on his finger, man, because playing with Fred Warner and Charvarius Ward, Debo, Kittle. He loves this environment, so we all rock with him over here.
He wants to win, but if he wants to lose, if he wants to go elsewhere and lose, he can go to the Bears. They got nothing over there. They got nothing to offer over there. You got the Texans, that's kind of like a rebuilding culture. The Jaguars, it's like it's an up and down team. They can be trash within the next couple of years again. And then the Raiders, nobody turns around a culture like that. Bosa would rather prefer to be with the Niners. Why go play in a cold weather in Chicago where you're not going to win anything over there? Might as well stay in San Francisco. Don't you guys agree on that?
Yep.
Why go to the Giants? They're not even they got a promising future, but they're not the type of team that's gonna contend. No disrespect to YTC, but Giants ain't contending anytime soon. Eagles, that's the team he probably would be worth going to, but they're broke. The Rams, they're a joke. Nobody cares. They only talk
how about OBJ signing with the Ravens?
See, OBJ rather go to the worst AFC North team right now.
The Ravens are
so.
a mess.
Think about this organization wise. You can sign OBJ for $15 to $8 million for 1 year, but you still haven't signed your QB.
Baltimore's.
What kind of mess they got going on there?
Yeah, Cardcast would understand that problem, right? You were talking about Baltimore about that, right?
Yeah, like you can't pay your franchise guy, but you sign OBJ coming off an ACL injury. Serious? That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like, how are you gonna pay Lamar Jackson, bro?
And the amount they paid him, $18 million for 1 year. That's crazy. That's too much.
Yeah, it's not even worth nearly that.
We got Dion. He's a little late on the show.
What's up, Dion?
What's up, Dion?
What's going on, everybody? Here we talking Odell Beckham Jr.
Little mix of topic here and there, but we're gonna. Hey, I want to hear what you got to say, bro. I know you probably want to talk about the Trey Lance topic. I know you want to talk about those trade rumors, man. You're on the floor, bro. You can say what you want to say.
For me, it's real simple, man. If you trade Trey Lance and you give up on him that fast, then it just proves my theory that I've said for years. And though nobody likes it, I'll preface my comments, as I always do, by stating I do not believe that the Shanahans are racist in any way, shape, or form. I am saying they have a type, and it's a white quarterback. It's what it is. Don't be mad at me about that. To try to prove me wrong, I'll give you 50 reasons why I'm right. I'm just saying that's the case. And to me, if you do that, that proves my point, along with the fact that it's a stupid move. Why would you give up all that draft capital to trade away? And you're not going to get anywhere near the haul that you gave up back. So for me, the trade rumors are BS. Doesn't make sense. The whole OBJ thing, I think it's a ploy to try to keep Lamar there. I'll say that. It definitely is a ploy to want to keep him there. But unfortunately, that's where he's going to be. He's going to play in Baltimore because the owners have colluded to make sure that nobody else gets over on them as far as numbers and figures. And that's the case. Because if you think about it, you have Lamar Jackson, a dude that can lead the league in rushing pretty much damn near by himself and probably still throw for a good at least 3K and 35 touchdowns. And this dude isn't getting an offer from anyone because people don't want to do other people's paperwork. Really? No. That's just the owners coming together, being smart, going, look, we gave out too much damn money. These people are getting out of control. We need to reel this shit back in, and we won't wind up having that. But that's just my thoughts on that situation. I feel bad for Lamar, and it's harder because you don't have an agent, so you don't understand the game. And if you're ever going to be your own anything in life, at a bare minimum, if you know nothing about what you're doing, get a mentor that does know the game, learn it from them, ask them questions, pick their brain, and then you go into, doing these things on your own without having to give up that 3% or 5% or whatever it may be. If you go with a regular schmegular dude, you'll have a low percentage, but you decide to go with Drew Rosenhaus, he costs money. You know what I'm saying? So
hopefully, yeah.
You got to think about those things.
I mean, agents, they're always taking a little of a cut. So it's like you see Richard Sherman changed the game at that point where he became his own agent, had a fair deal. But you look at Lamar Jackson, I don't see why. Like any other team would be foolish to pass on Lamar Jackson.
I mean, like when they said when people start screaming to get him here, I was like, I don't understand.
He don't fit this system at all whatsoever.
He don't fit this system in any way, shape, or form.
He'd be like another RG3. He'd be done within a couple of years.
I was gonna say, if you think think Kyle Shanahan ran Trey Lance into the ground, he's gonna run Lamar through the fucking earth. And it's just an unfortunate situation. I mean, I don't believe he should be getting done this way. I don't believe that he should have a situation like this, but it's. I'll compare it to a situation and just hear me out on this. It's the same thing they did with Michael Vick. Now, I'm not with dogfighting. I'm not with animal abuse. None of that. No, I am not in any way, shape, or form. But I will state this. I read the law for Virginia. Dogfighting is a misdemeanor. I'm not lying to you. You don't believe me? Look it up. It is a misdemeanor. Misdemeanors, usually, especially for celebrities of all people, are a slap on the wrist and probably a nice little fine. They gave Mike Vick, 2 years in fucking Leavenworth? Like, they didn't send him like to the fishbowl or something. They sent this man to prison, like prison. And
damn, like he was a killer.
Like he was a straight killer. They used him as an example. Lamar is being used as an example in the exact same way, just different circumstances. Hey, you're going to try to run the money through the roof? We're not allowing it. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. I mean, the difference with Lamar is he's talented, but last season, I don't know if he made a strong case because he got injured. So it's kind of like a question mark. I get it, but he's still got to be worth long term for the Ravens. But now it's pointless, I mean, we're at the point where everybody's talking about the Niners situation quarterbacks. It's kind of like pathetic to even question the idea that we're going to get these guys when it's not even a It's not even legit, bro. Like, what do you expect from these other guys, bro? Like, what is it with Grant and those other guys? They're just digging. They're going with the flow, bro. They're just trying to get as much freaking click and views they can get.
Yeah, it's clickbait. I mean, when you think about it, but I'll be honest with you. I mean, when you look at it as well, the 49ers ain't never gave nobody no guaranteed money like that.
Ain't
Never.
no way.
And they definitely, you really think anybody out there, you really think Parag Marate is about to give a quarterback a fully guaranteed contract for over $200 million? You must be out of your damn mind. Parag is frugal as hell. You don't believe me? Look at the last few people that we signed. All of them clearly have stated that they were lowballed on their first offer. So Lamar Jackson, no.
He's not getting paid here, buddy.
No, not at all. You'll never catch a 49er quarterback getting a fully guaranteed contract. I mean, hell, even
It's gonna be incentive crazy.
Kyle's man crush, Kirk Cousins. He over there ripping the Vikings pockets, boy, and ain't giving them nothing in return. But
I mean, he should be arrested for armed robbery.
They gave him $84 million guaranteed.
He's an armed robbery, bro. Like, he's already robbing Minnesota.
Armed robbery.
Minnesota.
Prague is a genius, though, in contracts. So
yeah,
he's a genius in that, and all the players talk about it. He's a great negotiator. So
that's the guy they cannot let go out of our organization. Keep him forever.
Yeah.
He's in prison. You're just death row. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put him in Alcatraz. We open Alcatraz. Put him there.
Right. You gotta tell Jed he gotta start acting like Suge Knight, walking around slapping people.
Yeah, you want to go to a contending team? Come to San Francisco.
Hey, I'm not. You know what, Syjan? That's actually a good comment. It's true. It's true. But that will not that one. It was his last one. But that part right there, as far as what he was saying, like Vic not being present, the only reason they did it was because it was actually at his home. And Michael Vick opened up later and said this is something that he grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, he grew up seeing this. This was a part of culture. And like I said, once again, I'm not with any of that, but it's just a situation where you grow up with it, you see it, you feel like there's nothing wrong. That's like somebody who grew up all their life shooting craps. You know what I'm saying? You've been over there just breaking fools in the hood, and next thing you know, you go into a casino, second nature. What you gonna do? Let me pick these dice up, see what my luck is feeling like today.
Different situation.
And that was unfortunate that he did that, you know what I'm saying? And he allowed that to go on in his home, but life will move on, man. I honestly feel like I think the load is going to be split probably 80-20, 80 Trey and 20 Sam. Because I don't think that Brock Purdy is going to be ready by week 1. And I'll tell you this, if you go into week 1 and Brock Purdy somehow is healthy and he's ready to go and you give him the reins, you have benched Trey Lance. And you basically have told Trey, we have no faith in you. We're rolling with Brock. Forget about it. And at that point, if I'm Trey Lance, that's fine. You have 6 weeks. Please trade me. Like, I didn't get drafted this high to sit on the bench, bro. And for y'all to not even give me a chance, and y'all seen this dude for 8 games and feel like everybody out there like he the second coming of Joe Montana or some shit. And it's not that I don't have faith in Brock or that I don't like him. I feel like Trey Lance should get the opportunity to be able to prove himself, and then see we can see what he's got.
He's a Brock star.
Brock star, I guess. Everybody's riding the Brock star train, but the Brock star train stops at the moment. So we're going to see the Trey area. Trey area is going to silence those doubters, and Twitter is just nuts, bro. Twitter and Facebook, you can't even get enough of this hate from Trey, bro. Anywhere you go in these groups,
too much.
They hate Trey, bro.
They do.
When it comes to Brock Purdy,
I don't care their hate, but I already said right after the NFC Championship game when Brock Purdy got hurt, I said it. They got to give Trey Lance a chance. He's got to be the guy because Purdy is not going to be ready. I'm guaranteeing that he's not going to be ready.
He won't be ready.
Yeah, Shanahan even said himself that he doesn't see if there's a miracle that happens with his arm, but right now, I definitely see that Trey Lance is going to be the guy, and Brock Purdy, I don't think he's going to be ready. It's just the simple facts. An injury like that, you can't come back from that soon.
Takes time.
It takes time.
Dude, Shanahan said 6 to 8 months, as in he could be out till mid-season.
That's what I said.
Now, there's a lot of things that need to happen, though. You know, like right now, he's just working on his range of motion. And there's a lot of rehab that needs to happen. There is always the chance of a setback happening. There's a lot we don't know about when it comes to Brock Purdy. So right now, the focus is on the two QBs we have, Trey Lance and the guy that has never proved anything. And I'm not saying well, you know, that's pretty much what we're on right now. Trey Lance is actually in the videos I've seen, he has tightened up his throwing motion. He has worked on his quick release. He has worked on the things that he needs to work on.
Well, check this out though. Kyle Shanahan has a really slick way of getting under people's butts to fire them up, right? So he said a couple of little things about how Sam Darnold is good at this and that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just under Trey Lance and say, hey, you got to do more and show me more.
Trying to light a fire under his ass.
Yeah, he just lit some fire under him, and that's exactly what happens. Kyle Shanahan is known to do that. He's known to do that. So
playing mind game by Phil Jackson.
He's low key a mind gamer a little bit.
Yeah, but it's for like to get somebody, and I think he did that with Brandon Ayuk, where he like subtly says some things. But Trey Lance is gonna be the guy this year. I have it documented because I've been on shows and stuff, and everybody has it right there where I've said it. And I'm not backing away from it. And I always said that it's going to be around November that Brock Purdy will be back to somewhere close to his probably 80%. So in November.
He'd probably be more viable as a backup at that point. And plus, you don't have to rush him. And plus, see how it plays out with Trey. And if Brock comes around November, it's a perfect time to have him when he's fully recovering well and then be more acclimated back on the field. But I don't expect him to take the starting job at that point.
Another point people have to realize as well is he literally has to build that arm back up.
Yeah.
Like he has to, like his arm, he's got a baby's arm right now. Like from the surgery. Like it's not, he has to literally start with motions. Picking up a cup, like it's going to be a lot. And people think he's going to just magically heal overnight and they're jumping on the train. Oh, yeah, you know, we got to go with Brock. It's like, bro, y'all know this dude ain't going to be ready. And if Trey Lance is out there hanging with the best, throwing with the best, of course he's going to get better. And that's how you improve. If you notice, like Cleveland Farrell, he said, I work out with some of these guys already in the offseason. So I'm good. Like, I know what I need to do. And that's the thing. It's iron sharpening iron. And to be honest with you, if I'm Trey Lance, I want to be around Patrick Mahomes. Hell, I want to call Tom House and see if there's anything he can do for me, which is the guy who train Brady. Like, I want to hang with that dude. Like, you find ways to get better. We just have to hope that the 49ers don't have the slow start as they normally do under the Shanahan regime.
No, I can't do that.
I think the only year that we didn't have a slow start was
2019.
2019, yeah, because we went on what was that, 8 or 9 game streak?
8-0.
Yeah, we went 8-0. So it's just a situation where we have to make sure that we do that. So Trey Lance isn't at a disadvantage, and then they're trying to throw Brock in there the minute that they see that he's ready to go.
even if he is ready, I don't even think it's going to be. I don't even think it needs to be thrown out there at that point. So it's like,
well, no, because look at it. It's not just tendons; it's ligaments. They were all severed on there. So,
and the throwing, and it can lead to a setback too. So that injury could be a setback, and he's probably going to need some type of protection for that elbow because for that injury, they're going to have something to like a brace or
Might
something.
have a brace on it.
Yep.
Yeah, he may play with one. Now I know the sad part about it is that Purdy is he's a good dude, but be honest with you, we truthfully don't know how he's going to look against other teams or elite defenses and whatnot. We've seen him go into the playoffs and do a couple of good things, and that's great. He shitted on Jimmy in his first playoff game ever.
He's an afterthought.
But that's all good, man. Honestly, like I said, I'm very simple. If he comes back and they say he's ready by week 2 or 3, and magically he's healed, and they go look at me and go, all right, we're putting Brock in as a starter, my next question is please let me go. I don't want to be sitting here on the bench, and I don't care what you do or don't get from me, as far as draft capital. I need to go somewhere where I can have an opportunity. And I need to go somewhere where they'll give me the same playbook that they gave the white quarterbacks. Because it was really weird when Brock and Jimmy came in, we want to throw the ball, but when Trey's in, we don't know how to throw the ball. All we know how to do is run. And we got a bunch of RPOs on a consistent basis. Don't make no damn sense.
Does seem suspect a little bit.
Yep. Hey fellas, I got a jet real quick, so I'll see you guys next week.
All right, Big Mac.
I'll be in San Diego later this week, so.
Oh, hey, have a good time, man. Have a good time.
All right. Okay.
All right, man. All right, for sure, man. We'll probably just get about 10 or 15 minutes of it, then we'll call it a day. Oh, but Carcast didn't say too much, man. I know he wanted to say something.
Yeah, I don't know. I disagree with all of you guys. Yeah, man, just give Trey a shot. 3 years of just sitting on the bench. Hey, time flew. I didn't even realize he was. It's been 3 years since he got drafted, and he's played 4 games, and John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, everyone's on the same page about saying Brock Purdy's the leader in the clubhouse. I mean, John Lynch said it the best, but we don't know when exactly Brock Purdy he's gonna heal up and be ready, and be at his best like he was last season. And we don't know how he's gonna look like in year 2 as well. Like Dion was saying, to be fair, we had a pretty easy schedule last year. I don't know how he's gonna do against teams like the Chiefs. Like next year if we get far, we're probably gonna win the West. But bro, I don't think we're gonna, And to be fair, I don't even think the Shanahans are gonna keep Brock Purdy healthy for another year. I feel like he's gonna run him into the ground. He's gonna get hurt again. Just give Trey a shot, man. Just use him the right way. Don't run him into the ground. Use him as a proper quarterback. Yeah, man, just give Trey a shot because I know he's got potential. He's just not been given the opportunity. So just give Trey a shot. Everyone's that's saying, Brock Purdy's the answer. It was a small sample size. It was 8 games. He played pretty well, but ever since Christian McCaffrey came, they went undefeated. So, and then
made the offense better too.
Yeah, literally McCaffrey was the offensive MVP when he showed up to the building. It was literally him.
He was the catalyst of that offense.
I don't know if you saw, but it was a lot of checkdowns, man, to McCaffrey. It was a lot of checkdowns. So, really, if you really watch the film,
even Jimmy
didn't do much. He just had a bunch of talent around him.
The difference with Trey Lance was he didn't have much talent from the first game. So
Kittle was hurt. Jeff Wilson went down when Trey came in. A lot of players were getting hurt.
And Kittle didn't even play. I don't think he played that day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Ultimate Report is talking to you there, CG. He said you must be happy that Cliff
Kingsbury. Nah, screw USC, bro.
Hey, we got Mr. Sam Darnold. Mr. Sam Darnold.
Hey, you know what I call this guy, man? Mr. Lakers Report.
Nah.
Laker reporter.
There ain't nothing to report on the Lakers. That's the problem.
the The ultimate cheeseburger.
Playing
The
tournament.
ultimate cheeseburger. I love the Jack in the Box cheeseburger, man. I love it. The bacon ultimate cheeseburger. That's my favorite.
Now, SC, the crazy thing about it is Cliff Kingsbury should have been in college still. He didn't deserve that head coaching job. He never did. And him getting it, and then look at him. He never had success. He had some successful years as far as a record, but he never made it. He never made anything in the playoffs. He never won a playoff game. Like he wasn't the guy for the job. And now I can tell you right now, the bottom of the barrel in the NFC West is going to be the Rams and the Cardinals. The Rams, because they're basically starting over with old brokeback Stafford over there. And then the Cardinals are just going to be trash. They keep getting beat. Buda Baker going to be crying a lot this year.
George Kittle always owns him.
Oh my God! They actually have good battles though. I'll give Buda some credit. He actually has a little bit, but the Seahawks, man,
they're going to be the only one that gives us
Bobby Wagner going back. But he's still. The cool thing about Bobby Wagner is he ain't got to worry about nothing. You know why? Because he's still getting broke off from the Rams anyway. They still
pimping the Rams. He's pimping them.
Money. He pimping them, boy. He backhanded.
The only thing with the Rams is, man, their defense ain't going to be the same. They lost a lot of players. Their offense is probably going to – I don't even know who they got outside of Cooper Kupp. Jefferson's not all that, bro. He only had one decent season, and he hasn't done nothing ever since he was injured.
They need to draft themselves another premier receiver because if I'm not mistaken, I believe Cooper Kupp is coming off an injury, which he's definitely had more than enough time to heal from. But, because Cooper Kupp is cold. Cooper Kupp probably the baddest white dude in the NFL at receiver. There's nobody better, man. Like
very consistent.
Kupp is like the Wes Welker of right now.
Yeah, very consistent.
But taller, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He's really, really good, man. And it's crazy because as much as you would like to have, a guy like Cooper Kupp be healthy if you're a Rams fan, he unfortunately wasn't, But I can tell you this, man, we definitely got to watch out for these damn Hawks.
Yeah, they're going to be loaded on defense.
They're going to try. They're going to do everything they can to improve and get better. Woolen is a nice little corner. You still got a couple of the usual suspects there.
Yeah, so, Nwosu.
Yep. He's dope. So, and then they've actually, it's funny, Russ complained about that O-line all that damn time, and they start figuring it out after his ass leaves. But,
Let's go business, bro.
I'm happy his ass went to Denver. Let him, suffer. I'm done.
Hey, you think
I'm to tell you right now, this is gonna be the year where he doesn't suffer because Sean Payton ain't playing that bullshit.
I mean, he's gonna improve this year, though.
Yeah, Sean Payton ain't playing that crap. He's like, nope. I took Drew Brees and turned him into a star.
Yeah, we'll see McGlinchey.
I'll resurface Russell Wilson's career, and then we'll see how long Russell lasts when those passing downs coming. But Glitchy gave block shit.
McGlinchey, bro, that was a terrible signing.
$22.5 million for a guy who was a run blocker.
That's laughable, bro. I mean, they could have at least
licking his chops.
They could have at least signed freaking Brendo. Come on, Broncos, you could have did us a favor, took that damn line, bro.
I like sticking with Brendo only because he's familiar. He knows the system. It's less for us to have on a center. The only thing he really needs to do, honestly, he should probably sit down with Rich Bird and watch film. Bless you.
Thanks.
Rich Bird was really good at calling out the protections when he was healthy, even though that was extremely rare. He was good at calling out the protections.
Yeah. His healthy season was 2019, I think. That was pretty much his own healthy season. But he was good when he had a chance. But man, dude, I would have been celebrating if he would have left, man. But Jimmy Ward, I get why he left. He got a little good offer, and it made sense to move forward, man. We had to go in a different direction.
Yeah. I'm all right with Jimmy moving on. See, the thing people have to understand is NFL stands for not for long. So why not go out there and get your money while you can?
Yeah. He played 8 years with us, so it was time to move on. We got his replacement.
Why not go younger at that point? You got to find somebody younger to replace him, but you got Gibson as the bridge. So He's going to be here for one more year.
So we'll probably draft a safety at some point in this draft.
I want the
Developmental
dude
guy.
from Penn State. Forgot his name though.
Well, Jair Brown.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a hitter
he
too. But
won
I
like
like
the MVP of the Rose Bowl or something like that.
Jamie
Oh,
Robinson.
okay.
I like Jamie Robinson from Florida State, and I like Sidney Brown from Illinois. But
Yeah, I need to
I don't
start
know.
looking for the draft.
I don't know how some other Niner fans are kind of thinking that JL Skinners is going to be a fit, bro. He is a strong safety. He is not a free safety.
Yeah,
The
we
guy's
need
a
laser
hybrid
guy,
He's like a Cam Chancellor, bro. Built just to hit people.
box guy, Adrian Wilson, box. You know, and big guys.
But I would love to get the guy on our team, but we don't have a need at strong safety. It's a difference.
No.
Hmm.
But you watch the guy's highlight film from Boise State, bro. That dude lays out, bro. He'll get flagged a lot for those hits. No, watch JL Skinners, bro. That dude is a hitter, bro. No, it's gonna be called flags consistently, bro, because that dude lays out people.
What is he, like a bigger Jimmy Ward?
No. He's a 6'4", 220-pound safety, bro. Big as a linebacker, bro. Like, you check out his highlight films, bro. All you see is a lot of crushing blow hits, bro. I'm not even kidding. No, check out his highlight, bro. I can see why some Niner fans want him, bro, but I don't know if he fit well as a free safety.
That reminds me a little bit of Buda Baker. He hits really hard.
Nah, he kind of has that Cam Chancellor vibe a little bit. 'Cause he's as big as
Oh
Cam.
yeah, I mean Cam Trent. Yeah, he was a beast.
Nah, but that dude, he's got the elite traits to be physical, bro. The guy from Boise State. Lucky he's coming off an injury, so his draft stock might drop, but he's not going to come here as a free safety. I don't know. But you guys might need to check out his highlight, bro. That dude is sick, bro. That dude lit, bro. Like, when I watch his film, I'm like, damn, bro, I love that hit. I love a scary hitter, but he's going to get flagged for those hits.
You gotta be able.
Yeah,
to,
in the NFL, you got to be careful, man. You really do. You know, I'll say this: the XFL has been very entertaining.
I watched it
Yeah.
the other day.
The hits. They let those hits allowed, so it's like it's pretty exciting.
Are there many people in the stands in the XFL? You can probably hear it from
Yes,
the booth.
yes, they sell out.
Ah,
They do. They are actually. It's back. It's under the proper management with the right people. They got the right exposure. You know, all of the connections have been made, and the XFL is literally just a hub to get back into the NFL. There's so many ex-NFL players that are there, and then some of it is people really just saying, "Hey, I'm not going to college. I'm going to do this, get paid, not be treated, you know, unfairly, or have somebody tell me I can't have a meal, you know, or something crazy. Anything that goes on the car, I don't have to worry about all of the school and everything like that." What's going on, Young Montana?
Hey, what's up, y'all, Montana? How's it going, bro?
And you just go in and you say, "Hey, I got it," because the XFL, I think it's streamlined as far as pay. So you don't have quarterbacks get absorbing this amount of money and wide receivers making more and all this other crap. You get I think you get like a base pay for the season, and that's what you got to do. But they proved one thing that Paxton Lynch is trash in every league.
Oh yeah,
Man, he's like 6'7" bust.
Bro, he is horrible. I ain't
He's
never
like the worst version of Tim
How do
Tebow.
you flunk out of the NFL, XFL, and USFL?
He got kicked out of CFL too, right?
I don't know about the CFL. I don't know if he's tried there yet.
Did he try the other league too? That was called the AAF something. I think he was kicked out of
Nah, because the only thing right now they have is USFL.
No, but there was another league he played for also. It was called the other league, but it was like in San Antonio or something.
Oh, I don't know. Is that the one where we got Dan Brunskill from?
Yeah, from
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I don't remember the name of it. It's like
the AAF something.
AAF or some shit.
the college? What?
No. It was like
It was
a
another league.
league. Yeah, but I think it's defunct. That's why I can't remember.
It's defunct after one season, but I used to like the Fleets, the San Diego Fleets. But they used to be another like another lead, and that's where Brunskill came from.
And then the Houston Roughnecks in the XFL, if anybody is going to steal from that defense, oh my God, because you got Wade Phillips coaching you.
Oh, he coaches defense.
Wade know how to coach his defense now. He is definitely good at that much. So, you know, we see a safety there, we're going to be fine. I like that right there, man. Lance is gonna prove
Yeah,
all
we gotta,
he
gotta
will.
give it a chance. And for all those other Niner fans, I think their tune's gonna change once Trey plays better, dude.
What if Trey,
I just
what if-
I just hope we don't hear from this Jimmy Sexual guy. I hope we don't hear from those other Twitter guys.
Oh, you talking about 49ers cast?
No, I don't got nothing against Cass. I'm talking about those other guys.
Well, no, Cass is a big Jimmy sexual.
Yeah, he is. But I'm
Yeah,
I've been hearing Grant. He's saying that Trey might be the next Paxton Lynch.
No.
Who said that?
They have
Who said
different
that?
size.
The
different throw motions.
disrespect, bro.
No
I
way.
know, right?
No,
Oh,
there was that other guy, Dan the Man, whatever the hell his name is. He has a Jimmy Garoppolo with the Raiders shit on it.
What?
Like, you ever seen that guy, Dan the Man, whatever? He goes on everybody's Twitter and talks all massive shit and say, "Oh, Trey's gonna go."
I wonder what I really wonder how. Like, I know Raider Nation is not. There's a lot of people I know that are Raider fans, and they are not.
I showed that video.
Nah, I got a whole Raider family, man.
Bro.
They don't like it.
No, I showed you that video of Raider Ben. I showed you that Raider Ben video, bro, where he got pissed and say, "Oh, not this guy."
Probably Stidham would do better
Hey,
than
look, man, I
Garoppolo.
don't care what nobody says. It's just fun to me to watch the Raiders continue to crumble. That's just what I love. I love watching them fail. It's like watching the Seahawks lose a game. It's
Just suck,
pure
baby.
joy. It's pure joy. You know,
Or just lose, baby.
right? It's funny because I think 1 year, man, I think we went like 6-10 some years ago, and the only wins we had were our division. We swept our division, but we lost every other game. So I was like, we're still good. The division can't say shit because they could beat us.
Raiders are the type of team that would straight up trade Brandon Ayuk for Devontae Adams. I'm not.
They probably
They
would.
probably would. You know what? I wouldn't put it past them. We fight.
So they might
Oh
even
my
give
god!
us
But I'll tell you right now, and I know people might call me crazy for this, but imagine this. Just imagine this. Say Devontae is like, I don't want to be here. I want to get out.
For Debo, right?
Imagine
For Debo would be better. Yeah.
Debo in the slot
Yeah. Oh, that'd be.
with
Oh,
Devontae and BA on the outside.
Yeah,
Good night.
So I
Go
kept
to
my-
bed. Good night. Call it a day. Because Jacob's gonna be the fourth receiver.
Hey, can you imagine if
Right.
Right? You already know Juwan crazy. So you put Devontae Adams,
Can't guard anybody.
Brandon Ayuk, and then bro, I'd be in a 3 wide receiver set the whole goddamn game. You would have to play nickel all day. And every now and then.
Hand it to McCaffrey sometimes. You know, catch him off guard.
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
just-
Big
the Raiders
game.
are the kind of team that does do some dumb shit. Like, they just got rid of Darren Waller. Like, what the hell, bro? That
yeah.
was like,
What the hell was
what's
that?
next? Max Crosby's going to be traded next. I
Hunter
bet
Renfrow.
you
Hey,
Max
I don't
Crosby's
care
gonna
what nobody says. Jimmy loves tight ends.
And he just went away.
He loved him some George Kittle, even though he never returned no phone calls or texts. And to tell you, and the funny thing is Shanahan reconfirmed that because they were like, "Hey, have you talked to Jimmy since he left?" He's like, "Oh no, if you don't see Jimmy in person, you're not talking to him." Like, dude just does not. He doesn't reply. He doesn't call. Like, what the fuck? So
He has a little Kyrie Irving in him.
I guess, bro, but wow, man. But I got to get up out of here. I got another
All right,
one.
I'll catch you guys later, man. We'll call it a day, man.
Yeah, man. We'll call it, man.
Sure.
Peace
Hey,
out, y'all.
stay blessed, stay faithful. Remember, Trey's time is coming, whether you like it or not. And he's gonna punch all of you haters in the mouth by winning games.
Draft a tight end,
Area.
third round.
Trey area.
The Bay.
Let's go. All right, guys. Let's have a
Go
great day.
Niners. Fuck
All right,
the
go
Lambs.
Niners. F the Lambs.